Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I would like to thank you for coming for a special meeting tonight. And we have a special topics, health food safety. Why we are taking care of this subject? Because we every time in Instagram people are saying, I know that some people should follow this route and other people say follow this route. So tonight we'll have to see the correct things, how the food is affecting us. So what is in, it will affect our brain. So normally we are just eating anything from anywhere. But if you carefully eat what you require, then you will be a fit. Likely, and would like to thank Dr. Mohammed-food. He is a specialist. He is a medic doctor. So he will help us tonight also if any question have for Mr. Saeed or Dr. Mohammed, and we have a lot of specialists. In our works, we need to get something tonight for ourselves first, then to apply it at work. I would like you to introduce yourself more, Mr. Saeed, and welcome to Bahrain Health and Safety Society.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Good evening. Saeed Muhammad, food safety specialist. We will talk today about introduction of food safety, type of hazards, allergy, cross-contamination, personal hygiene, cleaning and chemical, plastic food grade, receiving and expiration control, HACCP documentation, pest control. Why we study food safety? Why we have to study food safety? Why we have to know this information? Most for foodborne illnesses, most of diseases on food establishment, on restaurant, hotels, any F&B establishment, due to unsafe temperature, poor personal hygiene, cross-contamination. It's our responsibility to serve clean food. Food protection. What's hazard? We want to start what will affect our body. Hazard will affect our body and food production. What's hazard? Anything can cause harm to the customer or to our body. Not only for customer, for anybody. Anything can cause harm. That under name hazards. A control point, which is HACCP. We heard before about HACCP. Anyone heard about HACCP before? In F&B, there is HACCP, which is critical control point. Critical control point when we have level of bacteria and we are not sure that we can serve it to the customer, or any hazard inside the food, we are not sure if we can serve it to the customer. Maybe it will affect the body of the customer. It's under critical control point. So we have to take action on this step to remove the hazard or to reduce it to the minimum level. Hazards start from the step of purchasing on restaurant any raw material till we serve it to the customer. Now we know what the meaning of hazards. Anything can harm the body. It's three types of hazards. First one, which is physical hazards. Physical hazards, anything can see it by our eyes. Like what? Stapler. We use on food and beverage, any restaurant can use stapler to close the bag of the order for takeaway. So maybe the stapler will fall down on the food and the customer will eat it. It's under physical hazards. Bones also. Bugs, insects, it's under physical hazards because we can't see it by our eyes. Metal, hair, glass, it's all physical hazards. We can see it by our eyes. It will harm our body. Chemical hazards. Pesticide, fertilizer, and agricultural chemical that's applied during the planting, during the growing period of food. So during the planting, they put chemical. That's why we have to wash vegetables and fruits very well before we eat it because of this chemical. Cleaning product, careless use of cleaning product. We use cleaning product, but it's on the restaurant, it's food grade, but it is food grade if it's on small, very small quantity coming inside our body. But if it's coming on a huge quantity, it will affect our body, even if it's food grade. On the end, it's cleaning product and it's chemical. Pest chemicals, we have contract with pest controller company. They come and spray the chemical. This chemical, not food grade, and it will affect our body. Incorrect quantities of additives, for example, food color, preservative. If we use this kind of food, it's food grade, but if we use it in huge quantity, it will affect our body, especially the food color. Biological hazards. It's our primary target because it's the most dangerous, as we cannot see it by our eyes, which is can cause food poisoning, foodborne illnesses, and spoil the quality of the food. We have 4 types called microorganisms, which is molds, yeast, viruses, and bacteria. Who know about viruses? Corona. It's the famous virus in our generation. We all know about corona. Corona can transfer from one to others. And when we speak about food safety and biological hazards on the food, there is also viruses can transfer from person to food or from food to food. 2 types of bacteria, spoilage bacteria and pathogenic bacteria. Spoilage bacteria, we can find it in smell, taste, textures, and appearance. So if we have lemon and there is molds on the lemon, we can see it, that we cannot eat it. Because of the appearance of the lemon, we can know that it's carry bacteria, which is spoilage bacteria. Pathogenic bacteria, we cannot see it by our eyes. Let's say I bring 2 chicken breasts for you. Same shape, same color, but one from it carrying high amount of bacteria and the other one same normal level of bacteria. It's not on high risk of bacteria. It looks the same, but it will affect our body, the one with high level of bacteria. 1,000 reports every year about pathogenic bacteria, which is food poisoning. Now we have to know, bacteria is everywhere. We cannot kill the bacteria 100%. That's why we can find on hand sanitizer, it's written killed 99.9%. Why they didn't write 100%? Because we cannot kill the bacteria 100%. It's living with us. Everywhere there is bacteria. But bacteria need condition to grow and multiply. So it's our work in the restaurants and F&B to reduce it to the safe level. We cannot kill it at all, but to reduce it to the safe level. Bacteria need food. Food provide energy and nutrients for bacteria to grow and multiply. So what's the food? The high risk food, which is protein food. Because we can't keep olive or pickles on the table, not inside the fridge. But we cannot keep like chicken, fish, meat, dairy items outside. We have to store it inside the fridge. So high risk food, it's the protein food. Bacteria also need time. Under the right condition, bacteria can double every 10 to 20 minutes. 2 become 4, 4 become 8. Now you will tell me, okay, Saeed, that means we are everywhere there is bacteria and there is very high amount of bacteria. How we can live? Why we didn't get food poisoning till now if bacteria is multiply on 10 to 20 minutes? That's why we mention under only the right condition. So it's our work to remove one condition so the bacteria will not grow and multiply. Humidity. Any food contain high amount of water, that means the humidity is high, which is mentioned by AW, water activity. More than 0.85, that means the bacteria can grow and multiply easily. Which food less than 0.85? Like spices. Spices, it's dry food. So the bacteria cannot grow and multiply. We can keep it outside. No need to keep it inside the fridge. Like chocolate. Chocolate, if we keep it outside and it's melting, we can eat it. It's safe. Nothing will happen to us. So any dried food, bacteria cannot grow and multiply. Like what also? Which food?
Grains.
Grains, yeah. Lentil, hummus. We can keep it anywhere on room temperature. We don't need to keep it inside the fridge. But it's food. But one condition is not available, so we are on safe side. Danger zone. Danger zone starting from 5 Celsius to 60 Celsius. More than 60 Celsius, that means we are cooking the food. When we start cooking the food, we are destroying the bacteria. Less than 5 Celsius, that means the food inside the fridge. Fridge, it's from 0 to 5. Even at our home, if we check the temperature of the fridge, it's between 0 to 5. Freezer, minus 0. But if we put the food inside the freezer or fridge, we are not killing the bacteria. We are only stop moving of the bacteria, stop growing of bacteria. So bacteria is not moving under this temperature. From 60 and more, we are cooking the food on high temperature. That means we are killing the bacteria. Okay. Boiling temperature is 100%. When we reach 100%, that's 100 Celsius, that means it's boiling temperature. Now you will ask me, if we will kill the bacteria, so why we have to take care about the food? Even if the food carry high level of bacteria, well, we will kill it. Sorry. But even if we are killing the bacteria on high temperature, we cannot kill it all. That's why we have to keep it on minimum level. Now, what's the room temperature, comfort room temperature? Usually we are staying on which temperature? 23, 24. 23, 24, it's on danger zone. How we will prepare the food? If we bring chicken to make it, it's on danger zone. How we are making the food on danger zone?
There is time, for keeping the
Time. Exactly. So we will remove one condition, the time. We are on danger zone, the temperature available, food available, but we will remove one condition, which is the time. Let's say you have 5 kilo of chicken. Don't bring the 5 kilo, put it on the table and start cutting it. You will finish after 2-3 hours. On this time, the bacteria will grow and multiply. You have to bring 1 kilo, cut it, return it back to fridge, or start cooking it and bring the remaining quantity. So that's on this procedure, we remove the time. The bacteria will not grow and multiply. Allergy. Most people have allergy. Some people don't know that what's happening with them, it's from allergy, and some they know. What's the famous food that causing allergy for our body? Peanuts, nuts, dairy product, eggs, fish, gluten, mustard, soya. Usually when we buy any pre-packed product from supermarket, from the shelf, it's written the ingredients. Let's say I have allergy from peanut butter. When I read the ingredients, I will find that there is peanut butter inside these items. I will not buy it because there is allergy. I have allergy and there is this peanuts inside the ingredients. But what if we are on restaurant? We are serving chicken scallop for customer. Is it written on the plate what's the ingredients? How the customer will know? Asking, exactly. So the customer will ask. He will ask the waiter. What if we didn't give training for waiter? What's the ingredients? He cannot answer. So we have to give full training for waitress to answer the customer what's the ingredients inside any dish serving in restaurants. All pre-pack item should have contact of product, ingredients, storage condition, allergy, and whether the product is halal. Halal, it's under allergy. Allergy under chemical hazards. Now, we have two types of allergy. First one, IgE. Second one, IgG. What's the difference between these two types? When we eat any food and we have IgE allergy, our body start producing IgE antibodies and the chemical, the histamine. We can feel it on same time that we are not feeling well, something wrong with us, like headache, cannot breathe, red spot on our skin. So first one, IgE, we can feel it on same time. Second one, IgG, we cannot feel it on same time. So we eat, let's say, we have allergy from peanut butter. When it's becoming on high level inside our body, we start feel that we have allergy. So we cannot know from which type of food we have allergy. It's not easy to know. First one, it's easy to know. You will feel you have hard to breathe or red spot on your skin. So you will know you have allergy from this type of food. You will stop this food. Also, we have enzyme shortage. Like lactose intolerance. It's famous by under this title, lactose intolerance. Because our body have shortage on lactase enzyme that break down lactose. So when we have shortage enzyme inside our body, we will have allergy because the lactase enzyme cannot break down the lactose. Lactose, it's on dairy product. We have also histamine intolerance. It's same idea. When we eat any food contain histamine, so DAO enzyme cannot break down histamine inside our body, and usually they take antihistamine to fight this allergy inside our body. Cross-contamination. Who know about cross-contamination? Who heard about cross-contamination before?
From human to food. In the fridge, you are keeping some of the items, So the virus or this one bacteria, it may transfer to another food.
Exactly. It's the idea of transferring bacteria from one area to other area. Either food to food, people to food, or equipment to food. How food to food? Touching raw food, then...
I have one question.
Yeah.
As you said, this cross-contamination, so either any of the food should be having, it is a bad food, then only it will transfer, or it is both are in a good condition. Both like
No, both in good condition.
they both
Yeah.
good condition, or
Yeah.
they can transfer.
Yeah, exactly. Because raw food contain like protein food. It's high risk food. Contain high level of bacteria. We touch it. It's not ready to eat food. Like meat. Then we touch vegetables or fruits which is washed already and ready to serve. We transfer the bacteria from raw food to ready to eat food. Or via equipment to food. We are using same cutting board or same knife for raw food and ready to eat food. We transfer the bacteria via equipment. We have also people to food. It's our personal hygiene. If our personal hygiene is not practiced inside our kitchen or production area, we will transfer the bacteria from people to food, like coughing, sneezing. We will speak about it. So now we know about cross-contamination. Now, how to prevent cross-contamination? Separate raw and ready-to-eat food. Inside the storage, chiller, freezer, we have to separate raw food and ready-to-eat food. Even on production area, we have to mention that this area for chicken and meat, other area for vegetables and fruits. Do not use same knives and cutting board. How we can control it? By following the color code of the cutting board and knife. Like the photo, red for meat, green for vegetables, and I will show you all the color. Wash your hand and clean food contact surface each time you finish. Yani let's say you are cutting chicken. After you finish, you have to clean the area where you was cutting the chicken, so you will not transfer the bacteria. Use disposable towel, paper roll, or tissue for cleaning tasks. Keep all food always covered. Use the color code system. Pests must be controlled as they can contaminate food, spread diseases, and damage the food. Insects also can transfer the bacteria. Most of restaurants have ice maker, and they're using this scooper. So if we are making audit for any kitchen and we found this scooper inside the ice maker, it's critical high risk inside the kitchen. Why? Because the customer, the staff, take the ice from the ice maker, put it in the cup, and return this back inside. He transfers the bacteria from hands to the scooper, then from scooper to ice. And ice is ready to eat food. We will not heat it or cook it. It's ready to eat. Why exactly this one? Inside the ice maker, it's all conditions available for bacteria to grow and multiply. Time, food, and humidity. So, best temperature, it can grow and multiply inside the ice maker.
I have a doubt. It's a ice, right? Like the temperature will be below zero.
Yeah, but there is water moving inside. It's not all below zero. The ice below zero, but there is procedure of making the ice. So the temperature, it's not stable inside.
Normally they use for the cubes to take the cubes.
Yeah, to take the cubes.
Below-
Yeah, but under the cubes, there is water moving to make the ice. So that temperature, it's the best for bacteria to grow and multiply. After they take the ice, they have to put it on one container outside. Yes.
What if they use a glove?
Yeah, even because we cannot kill bacteria 100%. So even if you transfer one bacteria inside, it will grow and multiply. There is time.
What is your suggestion here? What is the best way?
After they take the ice, they have to put it on one container outside. Just without water, without anything. Just put it on one container. How we have to wash our hands inside the kitchen or production area. Wet hand under warm water. It's fine if it's not warm water, but we prefer warm water. Apply enough soap. Scrub our hands from down, up, and nails. Because most of bacteria, it's under nails. So from down, from up, at least 20 seconds, not less 20 seconds. Remove the soap under the water. Turn off the water. How to turn off the water? You wash your hands and your hands is clean. But the mixer, it's not clean. So either by elbow, if this option available. If not, how we have to close it?
I think when I do that, I wash with soap, especially mixer, I just wash them, then I will clean them, then I wash my hand, then for closing it will be this.
It's fine, but we cannot be sure that the staff will do it.
Hands-free tabs will do this.
Hmm?
Hands-free tabs. The tabs which
Sensor.
It will be
Yeah.
operated by leg also.
Yeah, operated by foot or it's sensor. But if not, we have to use same tissue that we dry our hand to close the mixer. After, we have to throw the tissue. So after you wash your hands, you have to use the tissue to close the water if it's not by sensor or foot operated. How to go out from the bathroom? You will touch the hand, right? And it's full by bacteria, especially if the bathroom inside the mall. Too much people going inside. So before you throw the tissue, that you close the mixer, open the door. After that, use foot operated trash box, throw it and go up. Now your hand is clean. Do we need to sanitize, put sanitizer on our hand after we wash it? Who said no? No? Who said no? Who will say no also? Do we need to put sanitizer after we wash our hand?
If it is washed by soap, it's not correct.
Yeah, we don't need.
I don't prefer to use sanitizer because it is almost, it will dry your hand, affect your skin.
Chemical.
The best way is to use the soap. If no soap, then we can use the alternative.
Exactly. In the end, it's chemical. And we don't need to use it. We wash our hands and the bacteria on safe level. Personal hygiene. Usually, overall appearance should be professional and clean. How it will be professional? By wearing apron, face mask, gloves, and non-powdered gloves. Powdered gloves for medical use, not for kitchen or production use. Why we have to take care about personal hygiene? To reduce the risk of food poisoning, to reduce the risk of transferring the bacteria from people to food, under which name, which title? Cross-contamination. Sneezing over the food is one of the main reasons of bacteria contaminating. We must cover our nose, mouth with tissue when sneezing or coughing. So either coughing like this or using tissue, but on both way we have to wash our hands and wear new gloves after we finish. In the process of eating, drinking, and smoking, and we have to add vaping, because now there is vaping inside the kitchen. So saliva can be transferred to the hands directly or to the food. And we know saliva carry thousands of bacteria. So eating and drinking inside the kitchen is not allowed. If we are tasting any kind of food, we have to taste it on separate spoon, but we cannot dip it double time. So we dip it inside the soup, we taste it, we want to taste it again, we have to throw this spoon or put it to wash it and bring new clean spoon and taste it again. We cannot dip it double time. Why? Because we are transferring the bacteria from people to food. Do not wear jewelry and watches. Jewelry and watches, it's under which hazards? Physical hazards. Coughing or sneezing over food, pick nose, bite nails or lick finger, scratch, touching face or hair, smoking or vaping. Light makeup is not allowed for girls, and hair extension and eyelash is not allowed, which is a fake, because we cannot taste it one by one if it's hair, original hair or its extension.
What of the ladies are exchanging these makeup tools?
We cannot control it. It's not easy to control it. We are taking care about personal hygiene, but our kitchen is dirty. So it's useless. Even if we are following the rules of cross-contamination and taking care about personal hygiene, but we don't know how to clean our kitchen. So it's useless. We didn't do anything. Bacteria is very high and it's growing and multiplying inside our kitchen. So protect food from microbial contamination, reduce opportunity for bacteria to multiply, protect food from physical and chemical contamination, avoid attracting pests. That's why we have to clean our restaurants or kitchen very well by using approved chemical. We cannot use same chemical that we use it at home, which is Fairy and Prel. We cannot use it at restaurant. Why we cannot use it? It's Fairy. Fairy, it's detergent, remove only the food and fat, oily food. Just remove it. It will not kill any of bacteria. So at home, it will smell nice and it will remove the food and the oily food from the plates, cutlery, but it will not kill any of bacteria. Disinfectant is used to reduce bacteria to safe level. So that's why the approved product inside the kitchen, it's different because it's mixed from detergent and disinfectant. Sterilization. On restaurant, we have to make sterilization. How to make it? We can use same chlorine tablet that we use it for vegetables and fruits. This tablet, chlorine tablet, we can put 1 tablet for 2 liter if it's for food item, fruit and vegetables. But for cleaning, 1 tablet, 5 liter. But we have to follow the instruction. It's depend about the brand. Each brand have different measurement. If the restaurant don't have budget to buy this kind of detergent or cleaning product, we can make sterilization with 0 cost. Just put water on 70 Celsius, heat water on 70 Celsius, and put it for 30 seconds on the floor, table, put cutlery inside, plates. So we can make sterilization with 0 cost inside the kitchen. Only this we can use it inside the kitchen. Microfiber material. Only this one type. How we have to control it? We have to follow color code system, same idea of cutting board. This table, it's not standard. We can create it inside our kitchen. So we can make customer table, blue color, bar area, yellow color, display, purple color. It depends about what we have color available. We will create this table for our staff, put it inside the kitchen, they will use it. Why we have to follow color code? Because it will contaminate. We can make cross-contamination via this towel. Let's say we use it for table, then we use it for cutlery and the plates that we serve it to the customer. We transfer the bacteria from the table to the towel and then to plates and cutlery. Plastic food grade. Who know about plastic food grade?
It is categorized for number 1 use, 2 use, 3 use, 4 use.
Not all.
Or microwavable.
So it's depend about the kind of plastic. يعني. When we buy any plastic container, there is number down written the plastic, kind of plastic. So number 5, it's PP. It's the best plastic to use it inside the kitchen. So any container inside the kitchen under number 5. Number 5, it's mean PP. It's safe. Number 2 and number 4, it's safe also, but it's not the best. The best one is 5. So if I'm going to make audit on any kitchen and I will find that the plastic container, it's not 2, 4 or 5, it's high risk. We have to remove it from our kitchen. What's number 1? Number 1, it's plastic, food grade, and it's safe, but only single use. Same the one on water bottle, Aquafina and Arwa that we bought it from supermarket. We cannot refill it. If we refill it, small material will mix with the water and coming inside our body. So number 1, it's PET for one-time use. So who refill the water bottle? المي الصغيرة. No. So number one, for single use only, we cannot use it more than one time. Number two, number four, it's food grade, we can use it. Number five is the best. What number seven? Number seven, it's mix between number four and two, or two and five. But any plastic container mentioned number seven, they have to mention the kind of plastic. So number seven, they have to put PP and HDPE. Any container, we will buy it. For our kitchen, we have to find this logo, which is BPA free and food grade container. PET, yes, we can use it. Number one, for one time only, for water bottle. Number two, we can use it usually for juice bottle and milk jug. PVC, it's not food grade, we cannot use it. They use it for pipe, hoses, and packing. Number four, we can use it. Usually it's bag for bread and other product inside this transparent bag. We found this bag also, they use it on coffee shop to put cookies and brownies. You see it many times. It's not food grade. They cannot use it. It's clear and look nice, but they cannot use it. But we found it on the market. They put cookies, brownie. Also, this one, it's food grade, number one. But they put spices inside. It's not allowed also. On auditing, we put low mark. This one, it's written here, container made from US FDA approved grade. So when we saw it, when we see this container on the market, we will buy it, right? Because it's approved. But they didn't continue that it's approved for one time only. Why? Because it's plastic, number one. So marketing, just to sell it. It's approved, but for one time only. Most of restaurants using this one, right? Do you think it's safe? It's not safe. But depend of the food. If you are using for hot food, it's not safe because it will melt. So it will mix with the food and coming inside our body. They can use it for hot food only if they put separate, either aluminium or butter paper between the food and the container. At home, make French fries and put it direct on this material. It will melt. You can see that it's melting and it's coming inside our body. Stapler, what kind of hazard? Physical hazards. And they use it inside the kitchen. طيب الألمنيوم, we can use it. It's safe.
Depends on the side of some of them, the hardware and shining on it shouldn't be used like that.
No, it's same.
Does it have a grade?
No grade for aluminium. It's not safe, but we can use it. Why? It's not safe only if it's coming inside our body on a huge amount. And if it's enter our body on very huge amount every day, 3-4 times per day, it will affect our body. But if not, and usually it's not, even if it's every day, one time, it's fine. It will not affect our body. So, it's not safe, but we can use it. So even if we found it in a restaurant, they serving rice, chicken, we can use it. It's fine. Fine. Paper cup and tea sachet. Paper cup, do you think it's safe?
Unsafe.
Unsafe. because there is also lamination and it's plastic. It will mix with the hot drink and coming inside our body. Also, the tea sachet, it's plastic. Cooking. We said when we are cooking, we are killing the bacteria. When we keep the food inside the fridge, we stop growing and multiplying of bacteria. So what we are, if we want to reheat the food? We want to reheat the food on high temperature. Okay, if we want to reheat the food should reach 75 Celsius for 2 minutes. But when we have to start counting the 2 minutes, after it reach 75, and we cannot turn on the stove and put the food. After 2 minutes, we will remove it. We have to use thermometer. When it reach 75 Celsius, we have to count 2 minutes. After that, it's safe. We kill the minimum of bacteria. It's on safe level. We don't have thermometer. Keep it till it's boiling. That means it's 100 Celsius, the boiling temperature.
Excuse me. We are always talking about bacteria for the foods.
Okay.
But initially, we are talking about virus also. Yes, the food will be
Yeah.
contaminated by virus. What about the virus? If it contaminated by virus?
That's why we were speaking about personal hygiene. So we will not transfer the viruses. And viruses also.
Transferred. If it transferred to the food from the human,
Okay.
how we can kill it?
You mean if we are cooking the food, it will kill the viruses?
Virus.
Same idea of bacteria, because viruses under bacteria. Same idea.
Viruses, my understanding, virus cannot be killed at certain temperature. That is sure, because even during our corona time, the people used to say boiling,
But many type of viruses.
it was medically
Ah.
they says by that temperature it can't be killed. Usually our body temperature itself above 100 sometimes, even our temperature 100 degree, 102 degree. But even the 100 degree temperature in the water boiling temperature, so the virus will not be killed.
Yeah, sure.
But because now initially we are talking about contamination virus bacteria, but we are the whole subject we are talking about bacteria we can kill or we can do. But what about the virus contaminated food?
Yeah, but viruses, it's about the sickness of the stuff. If the stuff is sick,
So if it transfers,
yeah, it will transfer. For sure.
then how we cannot do it?
Yeah. If we have any from the staff, he's not feeling well, he's sick, he should not come to the work. Because he will spread the viruses.
Protocol is to be protocol should be adhered. If the person is sick, he is advised to take rest.
Yeah, exactly.
And medical examination is to be done before and after.
To be sure that he's sick. Yeah. Do we have to wash chicken? All speaking about this, that if we need to wash chicken before cooking it or no. Who's saying yes and who's saying no?
Voice definitely is. This is what normal all houses are.
You said definitely yes?
Yes.
Okay. Definitely yes. If you wash it very well, you can eat it raw without cooking it?
Oh no, without cooking.
So why are you washing it?
Because some blood dirty comes from the chicken, and we're not sure that everything very good in the after.
Okay. You washing it because of the blood.
Not the blood, dust also. Some, but you see some baby dust because baking dust. So we make sure to remove all this one.
Okay. But if you are washing the chicken, you are spreading the bacteria that carries inside the chicken. Inside the place that you wash the chicken. So it's useless. It's more dangerous because you are spreading the bacteria from the chicken. And even if you wash it very well, the bacteria inside the chicken, we cannot kill it. It's inside the chicken. Only by temperature. Only if we cook the chicken. So we don't need to wash the chicken at all. I'm speaking about like in Bahrain, because in Bahrain, the chicken coming pre-pack and it's already hygienic from production, يعني clean production, and it's not like other country. But because we are in Bahrain, we have to speak about the procedure in Bahrain. We don't need to wash the chicken.
We need to cut, we need to wash, we need to remove the skin, we need to, all of that should be with washing. And then also it will be controlled area.
Without washing, just cutting, so you are controlling the area. But if you are washing it, water will move and you are spreading the bacteria.
What if while cutting we see some blood inside and we need to wash that also?
Yeah, there is blood. For sure there is blood. You will find.
That also we need to wash, right?
Okay, the meat, there is blood also. Beef.
No, like for like this chickens, like mostly there won't be like that much blood, but there'll be like small amounts of like like minute blood.
Okay. So you can remove it by knife.
That's it.
Go-
What about it differs from fresh and frozen chicken? How to thaw the chicken and before you start the cutting or whatever processing you are doing.
Uh, do you mean if it's frozen, we have to wash it? Do we need to
You
wash?
have to thaw.
Mm.
No.
You have to keep it
Yeah.
outside at the room temperature. It will be
And
لا.
here also
مش
we
wrong.
risk adding a time factor to get
طب.
it mint.
How to make defrosting? Best way to make defrosting, removing before one day from freezer to fridge. This is the best way. But let's say inside the restaurant you have suddenly getting order and you don't have chicken inside the fridge, only in freezer. It's not the best, but we can use it. Put the chicken under running water container and running water till it melts. Because we cannot make defrosting for whole piece of chicken on microwave. But if it's small amount, defrosting on microwave. But the best option, before one day, remove it from freezer to fridge.
We will be contaminating the microwave also. If we are,
But it's only in the container, يعني, or controlling the area.
normally after washing it, it will be boiled. So the temperature inside the boiled water, it will kill the bacteria.
Exactly. So it will kill the bacteria.
So we can wash it and boil it.
We can wash it. But why you will wash it? You are spreading the bacteria.
You need to cut. You need
طب
to
okay.
remove all the pieces.
طب okay. You wash the chicken, then you cook it. Bacteria killed. What about the bacteria that spread on the area, on the sink? You sure that you will clean it all?
Definitely you will clean it with
طب
water.
how you will clean it? This kind of bacteria that's inside the chicken will not kill on soup. You cannot kill it by soup. Only by temperature. So how you will clean?
So whatever we are eating from restaurant, that means we are eating with bacteria.
Oh, cook it already.
Cooked. But they
Because they
some.
will use the same station and they do multitask.
But هلا if he want to make professional kitchen, he have to use sink for chicken or beef or the area, but also it's not allowed to wash, and other thing for vegetables and fruits, and also the sink for hand wash. It's different also.
There are some two things. One
Mm.
for vegetables and for
Mm.
same thing.
Yeah, but for chicken or beef,
Yeah, it will-
where he prepare it, not to wash it, or to wash the container or knife, cutting board. Do we have to wash vegetables and fruits? For sure. Why? Because it's chemical hazard. طيب. Eggs. Do we need to wash eggs? No. We don't need also to wash eggs.
So the top service, we need to clean it before we break it for.
But if you are washing the eggs, you're transferring the bacteria from outside to inside. So we cannot wash it. We can bring tissue with little water, clean it on same time that you want to use it. So don't clean it and put it inside the fridge. Just tissue, little water, clean it and use it directly. Rice. Do we need to wash rice?
Yes.
Yes, for sure we have to wash rice. Chilling food properly helps stop preventing harmful bacteria from growing and multiplying. What we are saying, to keep it on inside the fridge or freezer, bacteria will not grow and multiply. Some food have to keep it inside the fridge, and other food we can keep it outside. Which food we can keep it outside the fridge? We don't need to keep it inside the fridge. Like what?
Onions.
Honey.
Honey, dry food, chocolate, pickles, olive. We can keep it outside. It's fine. Nothing will happen to it. And bacteria will not grow and multiply. But what food? We buy it from supermarket, from the shelf. After we open it, we have to store it inside the fridge. Cheese, milk carton, yogurt also. We buy it from the shelf, especially the carton of the milk. After we open it, we have to store it inside the fridge. Type. What about the expiration date on the milk? It's the expiration date if it's closed. So after we open,
I think there are certain days to keep.
exactly. Some product it's written there's certain days, or 3 to 4 days after open the product. Fridge and shelf display equipment should be set at below 5. Avoid overloading the fridge, because if we put too much items inside the fridge, the air circulation will not work properly. Option of chilling down hot water, hot food. When we cook soup at restaurants, let's say 5 kilo of soup, we cannot keep it outside till it become cold and then put it inside the fridge, because it's on danger zone and it's big quantity, need time to become cold, and we cannot keep it hot inside the fridge. It will affect the fridge. What we have to do? Separate it on small container till it become cold, and if it's very big quantity, we will bring ice container, put this small container that we separate the soup on it on top of ice, so the time will be faster. After that, we can put it directly inside the fridge. So we remove the condition of time for bacteria to grow and multiply. Freezing and defrosting. Same idea on freezing. Freezer should be -18, especially on restaurants, because we will open the freezer and close it many times during the production. Freezing will not kill bacteria. Any product we receive it, we have to put it direct on the freezer. We cannot keep it outside till we finish the documentation and count it and receiving it, because it will take time and maybe it will enter the danger zone. So we have to put it direct on freezer. After that, we can finish the documentation. Same idea to chill down the food if we want to put it on freezer. Option of defrosting, what I was saying before. Best option, removing from freezer to fridge before 1 day. Receiving. Any food product, we want to receive it, we have to check the temperature. Frozen temperature -15 to -22. Dry food temperature 24. Fruit temperature on GCC maximum 5 Celsius, which is fridge temperature. Expiry date should be clear and enough shelf life. Packing and the product in good condition. Track must be clean and maintained. Packing item must be covered and clean. Any item we want to receive it, we have to check the appearance of the item. If it's closed and it's not damaged, like can, if it's damaged, we have to reject it. We should not receive it on our operation. We cannot keep inside the fridge the fruits and vegetables on the bag that we buy it. We have to transfer it on food grade container and put label purchasing date or storage date and expiration date after 4-5 days from the date that we put it inside the fridge. Same idea about what I was saying about the milk. Some food after we open, we have to create new expiration date. Also, we have to label any food or product. We remove it from freezer to fridge. So any food like chicken, we remove it from freezer. We have to put expiration date. Production date, it's mean the date that we remove it from freezer, and expiration date after 2 or 3 days from removing it. We are following for storage FIFO system, which is first in, first out. Any product we receive it new, we have to put it on backside to use the old items, which is with shortage expiry date. Time. Do we can use first in and first out this system all the time? No, we cannot. Because let's say we have 5 boxes of mayonnaise inside our store. It will finish after 1 month. And we receive a new quantity of mayonnaise, but it's deal. Owner or the manager bought this quantity with special price with short shelf life, 2 weeks only. It's new. And we have same inside our store. So we cannot use first in, first out. We have to use the shortage shelf life, even if we receive it new. Separate washed and unwashed food. If we have washed lemon inside the fridge and we receive new lemon, we cannot put it all together. That means it's all unwashed. Separate raw and cooked food because of cross-contamination. Ready-to-eat food must be kept above the raw food. So always inside the fridge or freezer, we have to keep raw food down and ready-to-eat food up. Why? Because if we keep raw food on top, let's say meat, and there is blood dropping down to the container of salad or ready-to-eat food, it's contamination from food to food. So we have to keep raw food always down and ready-to-eat food up. Keep all food covered. Sanitize the prop of thermometer. Anytime we use thermometer, we have to clean it very well because we don't want to make cross-contamination via thermometer from raw food to ready-to-eat food. Close all bag properly inside the store. Hummus, sugar, salt, any kind of dry food, we have to close the bag very well. Label food production expiry and frosting date. What's the difference between expiry date and best before? Some items it's written best before and some items expiry date. Do you have idea what's the difference?
This before it doesn't expire on the day which they mentioned. Maybe we'll take another few more days.
Yeah, best before it will affect the quality of the food after this date. But we can eat it after the date mentioned because it's best before. Only by short time, yani 1 day, 2 days, we can take it because it's best before. So it will affect only the quality. But if it's written expiry date, we cannot use it at all after the date mentioned on the box or product. Create a new expiration date after open the item.
One more thing is there is sometimes the storage can be affecting, even if the product is not expired, the storage will affect the product itself, so we can't eat it or drink.
يعني if we are not controlling the temperature or the product itself, it's not covered, we keep it open, the quality will be different. Traceability file, it's documentation. We use it inside the kitchen to control expiration date. We put the name of product once we receive it, expiry date, today date, and removal date. It will show us the remaining date. If it's on green color, we have long shelf life. Yellow color, that means we have to take action about this product before it become on red color and near expiry date. What's the action we can take it inside the restaurants for near expiry items? If we have near expiry items, what we can do? Cook them. Yeah. Yeah, but it's already near expired. What we can do? We don't want to throw this product because it's money. We are losing money. Yeah, we can. So we have many options. First one, we can put it ingredients on offer. Let's say we have pizza sauce, big quantity, near to be expired. Pizza sauce, it's ingredients. We can make offer on pizza, buy one, get one free. So we will move the quantity. Or we can use it, plate of the month. We can create plate of the week. Create a new item. So the customer will see it. It's plate of the week. They will start order from this plate. And it's on special price. So we will move this kind of food. Or we can cook it as stuff meal. Give it to the staff. Stuff meal. But what if we have cake on display? The expiration date for cake, 5 days. But usually we have to remove it after 3 days. Because the quality will not be the same. Crack, dry. So usually we remove the date after 3 days, but we can eat it till 5 days. Do we can give it to the staff end of the day? What do you think? Give it to the staff? No? طب why no?
We can use in some other desserts. We can mix it with some other.
No, it's already خلاص.
Recycle.
طب why no? Why we cannot give it to the staff? Let the staff take it. Yeah, but no. Because expiration 5 days. And we remove it after 3 days. Still 2 days because the quality is not the same. How it will affect the business? Because it's happened with us before. We was giving the cake for the staff. One from the staff, he removed pecan tart. It's expensive, pecan. He hide it at morning. 3rd day at morning he hide it down. So customer come and ask about pecan tart. Do you have pecan tart? No sir, out of stock. We don't have. He want to take it for girlfriend. He want to sell it. We don't know. End of the day, he come to me. This item is expired or near expire, about to be expired after 3 days. So I signed for him the paper and I tell him take it. So he take it on legal way, but he hide it. He don't want to sell it. So that's why it's not the best option. We cannot give it to the staff. They will play. Pest control. Any restaurants have to make contract with pest control company because we cannot control pests. No one can control insects. But we have to be sure that the company is licensed and they used approved product. And they're giving training for his staff, for company staff, how to use the product, because it's dangerous and it will affect our body. It's chemical, so they have to give training for the staff how to use this product. So when they coming to our operation, they have idea and they already trained about how to use the product. Approved product they have to use MSDS for pest material available, and it's better if it will be like worldwide or at least on GCC. Let's say you have branch on Bahrain and you open branch on Saudi Arabia or on Kuwait, Qatar, you will be with the same pest controller company. And we prefer if the pest controller company will give you support with any exceptions that you have it, you found any insects inside the product, they will give support. They will come directly to your operation and support you to remove these hazards from your operation. Insect killer, we have to install insect killer not more than 2.5 meter and not on top of preparation area, because the insect will drop down on the food, and better if there is glue trap inside the insect killer, so the insect will stuck on glue trap. And also we have to manage the light of insect killer. If it will be expired after 4 months, we have to replace it after 3 months, because the quality of the light on the after 3 months it will be not that much, so it will not work properly. What the insect will do for our operation: spread diseases, food contamination and wastage, damage to building, lose of customer and sales, reduce profit, legal violation. Some customer will accept if they found hair on the plate. It depends about the kind of food and the kind of hair. For me, if I found small hair near the French fries, I will remove it and remove the pieces near the hair and continue food normally, because it's coming from human and it's happening daily. It's happening, so it's fine. But if I will find hair inside the soup, I will not accept for sure. But no one will accept if they found insects, for sure. No one will accept. So that's why you have to make contract with pest control company. Pest signs: leaf or dead bodies, worms, eggs, damage including bites, marks, holes, boxes, pipes inside the kitchen, unusual smell. We will hear scratching, packing, appearance of food and packing. Now, how to prevent from insects: keeping the business clean and organized, covering food at all times, storing the food off the ground and pest-proof container. Don't put any kind of food, even if it's on container, direct to the floor. We have to keep some space. Checking incoming goods carefully. Most of insects coming from delivery, from supplier. When we receive vegetables, fruit, dairy product, it's coming with the delivery. So we have to check our items when we receive it carefully if there is any sign of pest, packing or insects. Lids on the rubbish bins should be always closed. Keeping doors and window closed. Keep external area clean and organized. We mean by external area usually the back door of restaurants where we receive the delivery. CCP card, we use this card for any hazards we feel that the food contain hazards, like we have chicken, we are cutting the chicken on the table and one glass cup broken, so maybe piece of glass coming inside the chicken or inside the salad. We use CCP card to control this kind of hazards. We have to be sure that we clean the glass very well. We remove it from the kitchen. We check the food that was near the glass and it's not covered. So after that, we can know that if we can serve this food to the customer or we have to remove it from the kitchen we use CCP card from the step of buying, purchasing, till we serve it to the customer. Audit. When we make audit, what do you think? Do we have to inform the chef and the staff that I'm coming to make audit or no?
Yes.
Sudden, sudden visit.
Sudden visit. Who's saying yes? Yes? Okay. No?
Usually for the auditor, we have to tell in advance that we are coming. That is the protocol.
So the external one should be informed by phone, because the internal one, it can't have, we have to.
هلا in food safety system we have to inform. Why we have to inform? Let's say I'm coming on Monday at 10 to make auditing. So we inform the staff. The staff will prepare everything professional, so I will not find mistakes, right? What I will find, that means they don't know about it because they didn't prepare it. Now I can know the weakness point and what training I can prepare for them, because what they don't know, they didn't prepare it. If they know, they will prepare it. We prefer to inform them because I'm not going to catch mistakes and give warning for the staff. It's not like that. We are going to improve the quality of the food, the quality of the work.
So here there are two types. There is an inspection, that's sudden visit. The auditing will be deeper than the inspection.
Audit about everything.
Everything
But
must-
inspection usually,
must be there.
but inspection usually from health ministry. It's not from auditing company.
Yeah,
Internally.
Internally, they
Mm.
have to inspect.
You're right. Yeah. Internally, they don't have to inform. They can do inspection without informing. But the audit is an external.
Audit,
They have to be informed.
they have.
Yeah.
It should not be surprise.
Because all the documentation should be maintained in a place,
Yeah.
and they have to be well prepared before we go.
Exactly.
Inspections also extraordinary. Okay, now some food stops here. Our health inspectors, they are surprisingly visiting the food stops.
Health ministry, they can
It's
come.
not a inspection.
That's illegal.
Yeah, of course, an inspection.
Mm-mm.
They can do it, inspection also.
Yeah, for sure.
Surprisingly, they can do it. But auditing, of course, with the inspection.
Exactly, yeah. So we use this Excel. Shop number, where is the shop place, what's the issue, responsible, who's responsible, and sending by email. We will wait till they take action. That's it. Thank you, guys.
Open question.
Yes.
Any
Thank
question?
you very much.
Yeah, I have one question here.
Thank you.
Initially, when we are talking about, when we are taking out the food from the fridges, even huge quantity, we should not take it out, and we have to take the small quantity, then prepare and cook, then take another quantity. But my concern, anyway, when we are going to cook, the bacteria we are going to kill the bacteria.
Yeah, but not all the bacteria. Reduce it to the safe level.
Yeah. But when you are cooking it, the bacteria, of course, is going to die.
Not all. If it's on high amount of bacteria, we cannot kill it all.
If, but initially it says when by cooking, the bacteria will be killed.
But not all. I mentioned not all. We cannot kill bacteria 100%.
Because even our body, in our hand, all we have to eliminate is bacteria.
Okay, thank you.
Excuse me.
Thank you very much, Mr. Saeed, for the excellent presentation.
Thank you.
Really give a wide spectrum of issues that we are even medically are not aware about it. I have two questions. One is in some countries in Europe, they keep the water line, the cold and hot separately. That's because they don't want the contamination. You know, not like our country here. We have a mixed because we don't drink water mostly from the tap, but in Europe. So my question is, which is better to wash, with cold water or warm water?
Warm water. Yeah, warm water.
Warm water.
Yeah, we are helping to reduce the bacteria and kill the maximum of bacteria. So
because
better warm water.
okay, this is because what I noticed there, they use usually with cold water because they think that the hot water is maybe contaminated with bacteria.
Okay.
Hotline. They prefer always to use the cold water. This is what I noticed.
Okay.
Yes, this is just one. The second question is about radiation, because I didn't see you mention about the radiation effect on the food. So like the nucleotide poisoning, which comes from radiation. Do you have any clue about this? Like how we can evaluate, or the food has been exposed to any radiation, or the effect of that?
For sure some food, but we have to tracking it, to create tracking sheet for this kind of procedure. But it's complicated,
Okay. So but there's no like kind of evaluation test that you do to avoid, to make sure there's some food, or there's certain food that can be more prone for radiation contamination, where you can do any?
No, there is no test for that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. First of all, thanks for the wonderful presentation. Actually,
you.
So it's my personal question. So in my home, I'm using a single chopping board to cut the vegetables as well as my meat. Actually, so what I'm doing is, I just wash it like with detergent using the washing liquid. So is it safe to use it like that? Because there is still a chance for cross contamination, right?
Yeah,
So,
it's safe because at home it's totally different from restaurants.
Yeah.
Less people, less bacteria, and for sure you will take care about your body and your health.
Exactly.
But we cannot trust the staff who's working on restaurant if he will wash very well, because he's taking care about the health of customers and the staff inside the kitchen.
Yeah.
And less people, less bacteria, so it's different. We cannot compare it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your
Thank you.
Guidance and informative session. I would like to ask you two questions. The first question is, you spoke about HACCP.
Yeah.
This HACCP. So above HACCP, there is one standard called as ISO 22000. ISO 22000. So that also you can explain. So what is the summary of it? I mean, is it above HACCP or below HACCP?
Yeah. First, you have to start with HACCP implementation. After that, we can move to ISO.
Okay.
We cannot start with ISO. ISO is very complicated, too much rules and details, too much details. So we can start by HACCP implementation. After that, we can start ISO.
Second one is, you please introduce yourself, where you are working, and what are the certifications you have done, and all.
Yeah.
Because first time we are meeting you.
Yeah, we have food safety office. We give food safety training for F&B staff, like restaurants, hotels, and we are making audit. Most of companies in Bahrain, the management either in Dubai or Saudi Arabia. So we are responsible to go make auditing and send the report for them.
Where are you based?
In our office on Sif Mall, HQ.
What is the name of the organization?
Safety Nation.
Safety Nation.
Yeah.
Because we are the consultant, we helped many companies to get HACCP certification.
Okay.
So therefore, with that context, I am asking.
Sure. Okay.
Thank you very much.
First of all, I would like to thank to Mr. Saeed and Mr. Yasser for organizing this one. And thank you for the information that you saved our time regarding chicken washing. That's like a different information which I got, which you used to wash the chicken all the time.
Okay.
You said one thing in that, like we use what we call ingredients to wash the materials in house. And you said you cannot use in restaurant. Restaurant you use to special chemicals. But why on the house? Like house, we all are washing that. Even our family members are washing. Why, like we cannot? We should stay with this one. Drills. You said it will only clean the oils. What about that, like bacteria we have? You said in restaurant you can use the chemicals, special chemicals. But in house you should stay with frill or any kind of chemicals which will clean oil only. So what we can use in house, if it's not helpful, which you are saying?
No, you can use it. At your house you can use it.
Yes.
the one from supermarket, because as I said, we cannot compare. Less people, less bacteria. We are trusting the one who washing at home, so it's totally different. يعني, let's say your sister or your mother or my sister washing the plates. She will be sure that she remove everything and she clean very well by soap. Then she wash the soap very well from the plates or cutlery. It's totally different from restaurant. On restaurant, you cannot trust the staff who's working on the cleaning.
So you mean it's safe to wash
It's
that?
safe at
It is
home.
safe. At
Yeah.
home it is safe that the normal which we are getting from the shop market or anywhere, it is
Exactly.
safe. All right then.
Because the rules of food safety, it's different from personal use or at home than on restaurants and also in factories. On factories, it's a huge quantity, huge number of staff, production. So it's totally different also.
All right then. Thank you.
Thank you.
Question?
Yeah. So you are telling about this paper cups which been used in the tea shops and all. So when it's unsafe, why still in the markets? Why no one is taking any initiative by the government? It's
Okay.
everywhere it's been used and
Same idea of cigarette.
There is industry, there is business.
Same idea of cigarette. Same idea of mayonnaise, Nutella.
still we can bring some alternatives for that.
Only by the trust.
Yeah, palm oil. Palm oil everywhere now. We can find it on most of the product, but it's not healthy.
Even the food what we are taking from the waters, we don't know what is it, but we are eating still.
Yeah.
But still we are alive.
Yeah, still.
Because our antibody already generated.
Exactly, yeah.
This bacteria.
And it's different from one to other.
I think by that,
Regarding this catering, there are like outsourcing catering, they are providing the food.
Okay.
Okay, what are the concept of having the sample of supplied food? For how long we have to keep the sample?
Is a sample that you give it to the customer?
Yes. Let's say because the catering they are supplying the food in the canteen, so
Oh.
supplier has to be keep some sample for the few days.
Okay.
So what are that concept? Why they are
But
keeping?
what
this?
kind of food? Is it high on sugar, high on salt, or the
No,
dairy?
normal food. Normal food.
Chicken, rice?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So you mean how much time we have to keep the sample or the food with the customer?
Because this is one of the HACCP requirement, I think, because the catering services, those are providing the food in the Ben Mary, they have to keep the sample
Okay.
for a few days.
3 days.
3 days.
Yeah.
What is the purpose of that?
You will control the food if it will become damaged or the bacteria will be on high level, so it will cause food poisoning, or you can keep it for 3 days because you are not sure if the customer will keep it 2 or 3 days. Okay.
Okay. Mr. Saeed, you are from?
Lebanon.
Lebanon. Welcome.
Thank you.
Food safety is a very vast subject, and I think here in Bahrain, we have a lot of work to do. Now that you are coming from outside Bahrain, for example, HACCP certification is a basic requirement for personnel in restaurants in many other countries. It's not a requirement here. How do you see where we are here in Bahrain compared to other countries you've worked in? Okay, when it comes to food safety awareness by food services and food businesses. Okay, where do you see us, Bahrain, compared to other countries where you have worked?
We can say
frankly
on medium level, not on high level, because we can see many cafeterias, many restaurants. It's poor on hygiene and food safety, and they're not following any rules of food safety. But also we cannot say less than medium, because we can find professional restaurants and franchise restaurants in Bahrain, and they're doing very good business. That's why we can say on medium.
Not too bad.
Not too bad because too many franchise doing very good business and they following the standard. And yeah, we can't find. Let's say I want to choose now.
So is this advertisement for franchise food businesses?
No, for me I prefer local. And actually I found many local brands. They making professional kitchens and they following food safety system. I will not mention the name, but I'm working with many local restaurants. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I would like to thank Mr. Saeed for valuable information, and most of the information he provided us today is really shocked us what we are practicing and what we shouldn't do. Really, some information. Sometimes people we are doing all these years are wrongly, and what we should do, what we shouldn't. The hygiene and personal hygiene plus food safety is very complicated topics. So we need to look and study more and dig more about that. But thank you for giving opportunity to us for Bahrain Safe Society. Inshallah. This is a small certificate and gift from our Bahrain Health and Safety Society.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
دكتور حياك يا بعد حياك يا بيصورنا ناصر حياك